After 3 intense days in various rounds of competition taken over the weekend by 40 officers attached to Belize's Naval Army, Fleet 1 retains its title in the Coastguard Best Warrior competition. Since Friday, elite Coastguard officers competed against each other in 5 groups of 8 in 6 different challenges, some of the most physical tasks and obstacle courses that tests their endurance and battle readiness.
Competition came about as a result of what we used to do, an individual competition dubbed the Coast Guard Ironman competition, but that was an individual competition. As the force grew, as the standard of training got better, as the men got bigger and stronger, we saw the need for a bigger and better competition. A competition that would bring out the best of not only the Coast Guard, but our sister forces. The biggest, the baddest, the fiercest, the better trained, the best prepared warriors that we would develop for combat situations.
5 teams, the SEALs, the engineers, the recruits, the fleet, and the special warfare combating crew were all in the race to capture the coveted title. By day 2, the defending champion, the fleet, was leading by 20 points, with the SEALs close behind. After individually making a 10-lap swim at the Belize Defense Force pool at Price Barracks, the groups would then do a 1-mile run before taking on an obstacle course never seen before. Flipping, scaling various vaults, throwing their bodies over bars, and even climbing up a rope, the officers visibly exhausted, demonstrating immense strength to complete the course. Commander Boland says that it builds camaraderie between the officers.
It's a squad-level competition, to be honest with you. These men perform in squads of 8, because 8 is the basic element in which we're expected to fight. You know, and one man can't fight the battle, one man can't fight the war. He's got to fight as a team. So team spirit, team effort, teamwork is huge here. But it tests leadership, it tests camaraderie, it tests, you know, working as a well-oiled unit, a well-molded machine.
Day 2 ended with another round of physical competition at the Coast Guard headquarters on the George Price Highway, where the officers were again tested on their endurance and physical skills. On Sunday, which was day 3 of the competition, the 40 competitors dressed in full military fatigue trekked 9 miles from the Boom Bridge to the shooting range in Hattieville for a test of marksmanship.
The events this morning started with the march and shoot competition, where we did a 9-mile route march in full, what we call combat equipment movement order, and culminated with the shoot when we got to the range. We had some extremely good march times, and we had some great shooting as well. The Coast Guard SEAL team emerged as the champions of that, well, the winners of that particular evolution, and they still continued to thrill in second place.
By afternoon, the final challenge was before them. The most difficult of them all, the Crucible, would indeed test the officers to their limits. After scaling some obstacles and the bars, the men had to flip and drag huge tires before carrying logs and heavy chains on their shoulders. This obstacle course also ended with a rope climb. But after all the numbers were tallied, the defending champions Fleet 1 team came out on top and retained their title as Best Warriors.
We've been working hard for the past 3 days, you know, and we've kept grinding. My guys kept grinding, kept moving forward, and the training, the effort, the dedication paid off for us today. It's all about understanding the capabilities of the members of the team, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, and being able to strike that balance with the members of the team. So at the end of the day, we had a well-balanced team, a team that was physically and mentally strong, and at the end of the day, we overcame the other teams that were very good, by the way.
Coming out top for day 3 were the SEALs, but overall they lost to Fleet 1 by 30 points.
It was tough. It was tough. I saw some of my guys getting pushed to the breaking point, but maybe we miscalculated at the first couple of days. But we gave it our all. We came in first for the entire day today. Both events we ranked first, but like I say, maybe the calculations were wrong and we didn't get it the way how they were supposed to be, and we kind of underestimated some people.
The hardest part of the competition, honestly, today was my hardest day, because I had to give it your all. And the first, second day, you give it your all you have, but still the third day that when it really matter. When everything comes on the table and just give it to all, that today was the hardest day for me. To me, it was this with the CrossFit. Because this morning for the march and shoot, I already know we had this to shoot on lock. The march, we had it on lock. No matter the time we come in, we had it on lock. No problem for me, so I'm just a CrossFit to me, honestly. That's it.
So would you do it again?
Definitely, next year, first place.
All teams will be awarded in December at the annual Christmas luncheon held for the officers. Dwayne Moody for News 5.